Surdich. Thank you. Uh, yeah. I'm kind of doing audio, playing my music out of my phone. Hi, Kai! Thanks for coming. I'm really, really close to affiliate, so I'm very excited tonight. But we're gonna work on this. Wednesday is kind of my big work day. Though I'm working every day, honestly. Come on, FaceRig. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Pick my face back up. I know you know where it is. No. Yeah. Nah. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna get to work on this. Today I think what we're gonna do. This is the commission that we've been working on for a little while now. Too long. We're gonna get rid of these two because they're done. We're gonna work primarily on these three today, I think. Why does FaceRig keep losing me? Oh no. Please, FaceRig. Come on. Please. There we go. Yeah, there's so many characters in this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a robot. So it's like 8 characters, and one of them is a Gundam, which is not a thing I'm great at drawing. But I agreed to it. And they paid me. So here it is. Yeah. I have to adjust my mouth settings again. I think I just want to pull that in a bit. Yeah, I'm like editing a video for a friend, and everyone's coming to me for work right now, which is great, but it's so many things at once. Let me get these back out. We'll work on Gens first because Gens is gonna be easy. But yeah, no, I've got a lot going on, money-wise. Which is good because I gotta pay for a bunch of shit. Like school. School costs a bunch of money, and I've gotta pay that money. That can go back to 10. Minty! Thank you for coming. Yeah, paying for school is a pain in the butt. Especially since I have to go to school so that I don't have to pay for the last time I went to school. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is avoiding paying for the last time I went to school by going to school again. And I have to pay for school again this time. Don't go to college. That's my advice. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Yeah? Oh, why is my stabilization so low? No, we bring that all the way up. Yeah, no, everyone wants my money. Everyone wants all my money. So I'm trying to get myself all the good work that people can pay me to do. And that hopefully my friend likes the editing I do on his video and will pay me to edit more videos for him. No, stabilization all the way up. There we go. That's the good shit. Thank you though. I'm hopeful that I can at least hold out until like maybe we get student debt relief figured out. If we get it figured out. Don't go to college though. That's my advice for everyone. That's Ne-chan's advice for all of you. Because I love you. Don't go to college. It's a bad idea. No. My hair says no. But we're gonna do this. I'm listening to a bunch of Kamen Rider music. I'm in a very Kamen Rider mood because I watched it yesterday. Cause man, 01 is so good. It has no right to be this good, but it is. I'm really excited because I get to talk about all kinds of things this week on the podcast. Yeah, no, Kai, college is bad and dumb. It's good you got out when you did. I spent way too much money on things I could have learned on the internet for free. Any tutorial, like art tutorial you find on the internet, that's what I paid like $40,000 a year to learn. Which is not very cash money of me. But oh well. Well, it was not very cash money of them to charge me that much money to teach me things I could have learned on the internet for free. I'm trying not to be a bummer though. But I've been not feeling that great today, but I'm much better now. I went for a walk and washed my face and did a bunch of work. And now I'm here with you guys, which makes me super happy because I love you guys. You guys make me so happy. And I watched some Kiryu Coco earlier. I love Coco. I love Coco Senpai. She's so cool. I think I watched some Kurone too. I like Kurone sometimes. Most of the time. Kurone Senpai is also very good, but I love Kiryu Coco. Why does Facer keep losing my face tonight? Oh, it's probably too dark in here, honestly. I need to, like, buy a new ceiling fan so that I have overhead lights. Because I don't. The lights on my ceiling fan don't work. Hi, Gata! Ganya! Thank you for coming! I was talking about 01 and how much I love it. Oh, what? Oh, that's weird. I'll have to check into that, but thank you, Searcher. I'm bad at pronunciation. I'm glad you like Gaim. I'm really glad you like Gaim. I'm personally not super into it, but it makes me really happy when other people like it. I've kind of come around on this thing. One day I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to see if maybe now that I'm in a better emotional place, I can, like, handle it. I have a hard time with Urabuchi's stuff because he's very, cynical, and I was in a really bad place, in my life when Gaim was airing, and I think I just wasn't able to kind of open myself up to it. But eventually I'll try it again. But it makes me really, really happy that when other people like Gaim. I do love Orange Arms. Orange Arms is one of my absolute favorite Kamen Rider suits. Kachidoki is actually around the time that I stopped watching. Like, the introduction of Kachidoki is when I stopped watching. But it is really cool. It is a cool suit. But Orange Arms is one of my favorite suits, and it makes me really happy when people like Gaim. Because that means that that year meant stuff to people. And if Gaim was universally hated by every single person in the fandom, that would mean the year was a waste, and that is a shame, and I don't want that. Actually, I'm now listening to Just Live More. Just Live More just came on. But when I hear that, like, Gaim is people's favorite writers, now it makes me really happy, because that means that year wasn't a waste, even if, for me, I couldn't get through it. But I'm really, really, really enjoying Zero One. Zero One is so good. Also, Suda, I don't know if I think I got distracted talking about Gaim. No, it's just for me. Because then there'd be, like, DMCA takedown stuff. So I just have it on for me. That way y'all can listen to whatever you want while you're watching. But thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, I get really happy when people love Gaim. It actually, like, it really honestly truly makes me super happy, even though, like, it really, really wasn't for me, but I'm glad that other people like it. But I really am enjoying Zero One. I'm super enjoying, I really, really enjoyed this week's episode, for a lot of reasons. It was very cathartic for reasons. Oh, I love Ex-Aid. I really love Ex-Aid. I definitely get why people don't like Ex-Aid, but I really liked it. And there's parts that I don't like. I think Hiro's entire storyline was so poorly handled, and Yuya kind of learned from the flaws in it for writing Fua this year. But overall, I really like Ex-Aid. I love, even though Kamen Rider Snipe is one of the worst suits that I've ever had to look at with my eyes, I love Taiga, which has made Snipe really grow on me. Because I just love Taiga so much. I love, like, Emu is so sweet. He's a good boy. I have a lot of... Oh, I lost my face again. Dang it, face rig. I'm trying to have conversations here about things. Yes, emo bang bang shooting. But I love Taiga. Taiga's wonderful. He's trying. He's doing his best out there. And I really didn't like him in the beginning. I wanted to. I wanted to like him right from the beginning because I really liked his character design. And he was just really frustrating for the first, like, chunk of the show until Nico showed up. He was really, really frustrating for me until Nico showed up because he didn't feel like he had anything to do. And then they introduced Nico, and that really, like, that did so much for his character. Nico was just, oh, what did I do? What did I do that caused that to happen? Nico was really wonderful for him. But I love Taiga. Really the only character in that show that I don't like is Hiro. He could have been handled better. He learned the same lesson like 4 times. Like, he learned the same lesson like 3 times over the course of the show, and then they gave him and Taiga an entire movie devoted to him learning that lesson again. And that was kind of boring and annoying. The Brave and Snipe movie is not very good. But Yuya seems like he learned from that experience, because Fua is a very similar character in Zero One, but he has, like, an emotional backbone. He feels things, and he isn't just, like, angry. Like, even when his character was all about being angry, one, it, like, it's not that it didn't make sense that Hiro was angry, but he took his aggression out on a lot of people that he shouldn't have. Where with Phila, his aggression towards Yumagear always made sense, because it wasn't like individual Yumagear that he thought attacked him. It was Yumagear like as a whole, and where like I don't know, Hiro taking his aggression out on Emu for like a big chunk of the show. Like I could understand him being mad at Taiga. That made sense, but taking it out on Emu never made sense to me because Emu was never involved in what happened to Saki. And I know that he had like guilt, but just being cold toward Emu and then being like actually aggressive towards him and like taking his frustrations out on Emu are two different things. But it seems like he learned a lot from kind of what didn't work about Hiro and has kind of put that into working on Fua and making Fua really work as a character, because Fua's been really great. I'm really, honestly, it's amazing, like, how complete of a story arc Fua and Yua have both individually and as, like, together. Like, they have kind of separate and conjoined emotional arcs that are really, really fulfilling. So I'm really happy to see really how far he's come and how much he's learned and just how great those characters are. Which I was really excited for when 01 started. Because I watched it on TV in Japan. I watched the first episode of 01 on TV in Japan the day it aired, and I was watching it, and I'm like, this is the Ex-Aid guy. I can tell. No one told me this beforehand. I can tell just watching this. This was written by the Ex-Aid guy. And I was right. I looked it up after I was done, or after the episode ended, and I'm like, yeah, that's him. That's Yuya. That's the Ex-Aid guy. He's back at it at the Toei Studios, and he's really, like, you can see so much of Ex-Aid in 01. Like, I'm absolutely positive that what he had originally intended for Dan Kuroto is what Amatsugai ended up being. And, for better or for worse. But, like, there's so many things, like, Izu, you can kind of see. I feel like maybe he originally wanted to do more with Azu. Oh. Automod, let us say the fuck word. We're allowed to say the fuck word here. It's fine. Yeah, Dan the Man Kuroto. Gotta say fuck, Automod. Holy shit. Well, now the terms are permitted, so now you can say the fuck word. It's fine. My Automod is just rude. My Automod is a rude bitch. Yeah, we can say the fuck word. So... Oh, now I feel bad because now that I've, like, permitted it, everyone can say fuck without getting in trouble, but God, I got in trouble. Oh yeah, Minty, when is your stream? What time are you streaming, Minty? I know you said you were streaming tonight. Okay, so like 2 hours? 2 hours? That's fine. Because I'm definitely gonna like host you or something, or come in. I'm definitely gonna watch, like, when I'm done here. I used to know the time zones much better now. I used to know PST much better when I had someone on my podcast who was in that time zone. But he left, so now I've forgotten. Okay, so, yeah, okay, so like half an hour. What? It's only 3 hours. Huh. I thought it was 4. Oh, that's not. Oh. 420. Haha. The weed number. Yeah, cause it's 7:20 here. I thought it was 4 hours. I could have sworn that it was 4 hours. But I also, time is fake. Time doesn't really exist. I have no sense of time anymore, which is why I had to push this stream back by an hour. Because I didn't manage my time properly today. Because I don't even know what time I got up, but then I had to like go for a walk because I was all brain weird. I was very brain weird this morning, and I had to just go like sweat it out. I had to go. I walked like, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile and sweated it out, and then ate a salad and washed my face. And after that, I've been better. Yeah, no, it was self-care, because it was either I go out and take a walk and then maybe be able to do some work, or sit at my computer and watch YouTube videos all day and get nothing done. And I would have felt really bad about that, especially since my friend, like midway through getting started on working on things, my friend who I'm editing this video for sent me a DM to like ask how it was going, and I'm like, okay. I really need to work on this now. But it's fine. I'm really far into editing it now. So, I'm really excited for when that'll be done. Oh no, he didn't really give me a time frame, but I want to get it done as quickly as possible. One, because I want to get paid, and two, like I want to give him the video to put out while it's relevant, because it's a movie review. He did a movie review, and it's good. It's a really good. It's very funny. So I want to just get it done quickly, but I've got all of the segments done. I just need to make some adjustments, and then I can bring it into After Effects for like title cards and stuff like that. And then it'll be done, and I'll definitely like pass that around on Twitter once he posts it somewhere. I definitely will. I will definitely send everyone a link. And then I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this cookie video. I think I'm gonna make the cookie video like 100 Twitch follower thing. Thank you. I do really love editing videos. It's very funny. It's a very fun thing for me to do. I hate filming videos. I cannot stand I love pre-production and I love post-production. I cannot stand actual film and TV production. I hate it. But I am going to plan this cookie video, and that is going to be maybe my 100 follower thing. And I'm really excited for this cookie video because everyone I know like really loves these cookies when I make them. Oh, one day you're gonna make enough money that you can pay me to edit all of your videos for you. One day, I promise that as soon as you get there, I will be here to edit all of your videos. But everyone loves this cookie recipe everyone loves these cookies when I make them. So I definitely want to, like, make this video. And I want to, like, do it. I want to have my live 2D model, like, as I narrate. Would that be weird? I want to, like, fill the cooking void in the VTuber community. Like, it's... Oh my god, honestly, I could do a rant Sona. Those are so funny. I love rant Sonas. Oh my god, rant Sona. Yes, that's me. Who with rant Sonas do you watch? Like, which YouTubers that do that do you watch? I just want to know. I'm just curious. Ransonas, it's kind of like having it's a lot like VTubing, except you don't have you don't have it rigged in live 2D, you just have, like, static images with different expressions. I watch Crit Crab. That's the D&D Ransona that I watch. I'll watch, Illuminati sometimes, even though I don't really enjoy her videos, but I somehow end up watching them anyway. I watched The Right Opinion for a while, even though I didn't really like him that much either. But I liked the things he talked about. He talked about some interesting drama. Like, honestly, I just want to hear about drama that has absolutely no effect on me whatsoever. Like, I don't want any drama that's in, like, my fandoms. I want to avoid that like the plague. But get me, like, all of that, like, beauty YouTuber tea, or, like, fandoms that I'm not in. Like, I want to hear about all of that weird Voltron drama that happened and how crazy that was. Ding Doodles. I'll have to look that up. But, like, I just want to hear about everyone else's weird tea and pretend that my fandom, even though I know our fandom is garbage, gotta, it's bad. I know that. I've lived it. I've lived the worst of it. But I just want everyone else's drama. I think it just is gonna, like, try and block the swear words. It's gonna, like, mod the swear words. And then I'm just gonna allow all of them because we can swear here. We're adults. But I think I have it set like that because there was, like, a couple of times way back when, like, last year, when I got some really, like, weird randos now and then. So I think I just set my auto mod really high. I should just fix it. I should just fix it and turn it down. Hobby drama. Ooh. My favorite is, like, the old Harry Potter live journal drama. That shit's the best. I read the Miss Scribe stuff, like, twice a year. It's my favorite shit on the internet. I fucking lived the Miss Scribe stuff. I wasn't even in that fandom. And I knew about that shit as it was going on. The Miss Scribe story is, like, the most amazing fucking thing that ever has been written. It is the most incredible piece of writing. And then there is, I forget who did a YouTube video that is essentially just kind of summing up the like, write-up on it. it basically sums up the Charlotte Lennox write-up, which is good because reading is hard, so having it in what is essentially audiobook format is nice. And it has a little bit of extra information. And then, of course, the Cassandra Clare stuff. Because it's all, fascinating. Oh, yeah, no, I lived that stuff. I lived all of that. I wrote a lot of, Sailor Moon and Pokemon fanfiction way, way back in the day. I was never on, Yahoo groups. Oh, yeah, I'm ancient. This is definitely, exposing my age to everyone who doesn't already know. I never was I never, posted fanfiction in Yahoo groups, so I think I was in a couple. I posted them mostly to, private web archives. I would send them into web archives. I think I mostly sent, Pokemon fanfiction. It's true. I have lived many lives. Also, do y'all know, it's rolling back to Kamen Rider for a second, do y'all know about the friggin' $3,000 robot dog that Toei, bought and made a main character in this show? And now I want one because they're so damn cute. But I can't, afford a $3,000 robot dog. But I want one really badly. I can't believe Toei, went to Sony and is we're gonna buy one of your $3,000 robot dogs, and it's gonna be, a major critical emotional linchpin in our goddamn children's action show. And I love it. I love it so much. I love that even this robot dog is not taking Gaia's bullshit. Even though it's his only friend. Yeah, because, they can't always use the motorcycles because of traffic restrictions. Because they're not street legal. Taka did a whole, YouTube video about that. And it's really... They've got to do stuff. I really want one of these stupid robot dogs. I had a robot dog as a kid. I've never wanted a real dog. I'm not super into... Dogs have way too much energy for me. I love dogs, but I can't, I don't have enough energy to take care of myself, much less a dog. Where, cats are the right energy level for me to, live with them. But I had, robot dogs as a kid, and I had this really nice robot dog, that I don't think is, the old version of theirs, because I feel like that is definitely not that old, and was probably still way too expensive, but I had one that was, a couple $100s, that looked kind of like the old Thouser. Oh yeah, it's so funny. I love Toku, and they have all this money. They definitely won't spend it on the production. If they can avoid spending that money on the production, they're definitely going to. Toei loves making money and hates spending money. That's why Sailor Moon Crystal looked like garbage for the first, season and a half. But at least with, Kira Major, they're still lighting the robot up. They're still using the glowing effects in the robot in Kira Major, which is good. Man, Crystal was bad. I remember doing weekly reviews of Crystal, and it was hard. It was upsetting. And like the person I was doing the podcast with had never watched any Sailor Moon before, so he didn't know how good Sailor Moon could look. And he'd be like, okay, this is not great, but, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand how bad this is. God, what a time to have lived through. I'm really sad that they never. I thought they were gonna do Supers as like a movie, and I'm sad that they didn't because I really wanted it to like talk about Chibiusa and her horse boyfriend. They literally end season 3, like if you match it up to the manga, like that last scene, if you turn the page, the next page is this big 2-page spread where they introduce Helios. And I was like, oh man, they're really building up to go to the next season, and then they didn't. Which is sad because they actually did a really good job with the like Witches 5 arc, the whole Sailor Saturn arc. They did a really good job with that. It really wasn't bad. Like they got their animation together, and like they made it work. They pulled it out, and then they just stopped doing Crystal, I guess, because it really wasn't popular. It was not bringing in what they had hoped. At least that's why I assume they stopped, because again, if something is making money, Toei will do it forever. Look at One Piece. One Piece is gonna go on for 1 billion years. Because Oda is too powerful. Oda is too powerful, though. One day, maybe I'll read One Piece. Probably not, because, man, there's so much One Piece. There's just too much One Piece for me to absorb. A guy I liked bought me a volume of One Piece in high school. There was a guy I liked for, I don't know, like 6 months. Yeah, no, there's just so much One Piece. But like I tried to get into One Piece. And then this is when One Piece was first coming out in the US. So it was like I bought the first 3 volumes of One Piece, and then I couldn't find volume 4 for a while. And then like there was a while where I just didn't have money and I forgot about it. And then I went back and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy One Piece. And there was like 15 volumes of One Piece. And I'm like, okay, well, so much for this, because I'm never gonna catch up. And then I don't know what I got into at that point. Because I didn't get into Bleach until college, but I was really into Bleach. Like, I was embarrassingly into Bleach. But that wasn't until college when one of my classmates got me into it, because he was really into it. I don't know if a week is gonna be long enough, Gata. You might need, like, a month or 2? I mean, look, that's how I got through Abaranger before there were good subs for Abaranger. I had my wisdom teeth out, and I was laid up for, like, 4 days on, like, pain medication, like, really, really strong pain medication, and that's how I got through the Hong Kong subs of Abaranger. Abaranger is a weird show. Abaranger is... Gata, you should watch Abaranger, because Abaranger is really good, but it's also, like, one of the weirdest Sentai that I've ever seen. It is straight up the weirdest Sentai. There is a sex scene in Abaranger, Gata. There is a straight up sex scene in Abaranger. Y'all, that aired on TV in like 2003. And I have never stopped thinking about it. It's the weirdest thing. There is... Kai, I never told you about the sex scene in Abaranger? Like, it's not... It's not subtle. Subtle is not the word I'd use, but it is not... No. God, Abare Killer wishes he fucked. No. Abare Black fucks. They're married, though. They are... Well... When? No, they weren't. They weren't when they fucked. But, yeah, no. Abare Black fucks. It's great. The scene is not subtle. It is very obviously that is what's happening, but it's not explicit. It's a bunch of, like, weird, extreme close-ups, but it's definitely what's happening. It is absolutely 100% what is happening, and I've never forgotten that, because it's the weirdest thing. It caught me so off guard, because, again, I'm, like, high on pain medication at the time. And I'm watching Hong Kong subs, so the quality is, like, 240p. And half the time the subtitles are not even using the right names. And I'm like, what the hell is happening here? Abaranger is absolutely buck wild. It has kind of the weirdest tone I've ever seen in a Sentai. Dang it, Face Rig. I am in the middle of talking about how weird friggin' Abaranger is. Okay. It's definitely got, like, the weirdest tone I've seen in a lot of Sentai, because it is very dark. Abaranger's storyline is, like, ridiculously dark under the surface, but on the surface, it is one of the goofiest Sentai. It is so bananas, and stuff will just happen where you'll get, like, parts of the really dark storyline, and then in the next episode, they'll do, like, a breather episode, and it'll be, like, a really high comedy episode. And I'm like, y'all need to settle down. Y'all need to settle down and decide what it is that you're doing here. But definitely watch Abaranger. It's really good. I'm saying a bunch of stuff about it, but it's still legitimately, like, really good. Except for Abare Killer, he sucks. Abare Killer sucks really bad. I hate him. He wishes he fucks. But he doesn't. He absolutely does not. Yes, finish Kuga, because Kuga is so good. I have a friend who finished Kuga recently, and is right now finishing up Blade. I'm really excited for him to finish Blade, because I'm just gonna, like, send him horrible bench memes all day, every day, for the rest of his life. He just finished Hikaru. Yeah, Blade is the bench one, and I'm gonna send him bench memes for the rest of his life. He's doomed. I told him, I warned him going in, that Blade was really sad at the end. The bench has so much power. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely Blade has so many memes, though. Like, Blade itself has too much power. Tachibana has too much power. He is the meme writer. He's meme daddy. I love Tachibana, though. He's actually my husband. I love Tachibana. He's been my cell phone lock screen for, what, like, I don't know, since, like, 2012. I don't know when I got my phone, the phone I had before this one, because I transferred everything. When I first got a smartphone, instead of the weird, like, slide-out keyboard phone that I had. Oh my god, maybe that'll be my first emote, will be, me doing the Garen wall. I am getting the CSM Garen stuff. I'm really excited about that. Because it's worth it for Garen. It has, like, so much stuff in it. I don't have any CSM stuff, though. Like, normally I can't be bothered, especially if I'm, like... Because I don't collect the weapons. And I don't really collect the belts. But if I'm gonna get the belt, I'll get, like, the DX. Because that's just affordable. But even then, I only have 4 belts, I think. I have Garen and Liangle, Double, and Ghost. Oh, and now I have Wizard. So I have 5 belts. And then I do have the Rousers. I thought I said Automod. I said we could say the word bitch. What's up with that? I do want a nose driver. But I have a Wizard driver and a Ghost driver. And those are, like, aside from Double, those are the ones I really wanted. And I have, the Blade and Garen Rousers and, the Handshake sword gun from Wizard. I love Wizard. But, Wizard had such good designs. Wizard was a really well-designed show. The writing was something. It wasn't the best. I feel like they knew what they wanted, and they just didn't know how to get there. But Wizard was such a well-designed show. It was so beautiful. Wizard was a really beautiful show. Face Rig, you gotta stop. That was really good. God, like, that was a really good, like, handful of years for design. Like, Wizard and Gaim, like, not all of Fourze, but some of Fourze. Like, Meteor is such a good design. And, like, not all of the designs in Gaim are good because, man, friggin' Kaito with his stupid banana suit, with his banana shoulders, that was dumb. But, like, Orange Arms is one of my favorite rider suits. It's gorgeous. I'm never gonna stop making fun of Kaito. He deserves all of my scorn. Kaito is a punk. Kaito's a little bitch. I don't remember the mango. I don't remember what the mango looked like. I honestly don't remember Mango Arms. I may have, like, blocked that out of my head. Did Mango happen, like, before Kachidoki? I swear to God, I don't remember Mango at all. It is just, my brain has purged it. I guess that's how bad it was, is that my brain has just refused. Oh, was it after Kachidoki? Because, yeah, then I didn't see it. Okay, then yeah, I probably just didn't see it. But, like, Orange Arms and Melon Arms are, like, great suits. Melon Arms is gorgeous. I'm really mad about Takatora. Takatora, like, they almost got me with him. Like, he was second half Rossiu. He was second half Rossiu, and that's a storyline that I adore, and then he was a jerk. Then he was a butt. And that's why I stopped. I stopped because they, like, took a storyline that I love and made it bad. Where, like, in Promare, they sort of do the same thing with Cray, except that he's just evil, which is fine. Like, because that worked, because you weren't supposed to sympathize with him. You were not supposed to sympathize with Cray. But you're supposed to sympathize with Takatora when he goes to Kota and is like, yeah, we only have enough time to make 1 billion belts, and there's 7 billion people, and I hate myself that I can only save 1/7 of the population. I hate that. And then he, like, shows him the Yuya footage and is like, by the way, you murdered your friend. Like, now, like, see, we all do terrible things and make sacrifices. And I'm like, no, that's not the same thing at all. He didn't even know that was Yuya. This is news to him. And you know that. So, like, these are not the same thing, and you're just trying to justify this to yourself, and I guess there's a degree to which I get that, but I don't know, it didn't play right for me. It just didn't work. I didn't like it. I've got a lot of feelings about Gaim and the things. It is. I have very deep-seated Takatora rage because I was finally getting invested, is the thing. When we started finding this out about Takatora, I was getting invested in him. And that was going to be enough to carry me through this show. I was really looking forward to, like, having something in this show to latch onto. And then, like, they pull it out, and he brings him into the stone couch. No, I didn't experience the full Michi. I literally left right before that happened, and I'm so glad because I hated him. He made me so mad. I'm still not over the fact that there is a scene that, like, if I didn't have screen caps of it, I would think it didn't exist, because apparently he does this a second time and, like, kind of gets confronted about it, but no one remembers the first time he did it, where he tells Mai and Rat and Rika and Chucky that he found a stage, and he brings them to, like, an underground bunker that Yggdrasil has built, and they're like, Michi, this isn't a stage. And he's like, haha, oops, but now the elevator is broken, which it isn't. He's just saying that to keep them down there. And, like, they're all looking around, and you can tell, like, Chucky wants to, like, snap him in half. She is so done with him. And that's where the episode ends. Like, we either cut away for one or two more scenes, or the episode just ends there. And then the next week, the episode starts, and Mai is just outside, and everyone is out, and no one, like, addresses that this happened. That Michi, like, tried to track them in a bunker and didn't tell them what was going on. And it's just, like, if I didn't have screen caps of that scene, I would think it didn't happen, because no one knows what I'm talking about when I talk about that scene. But it happened, and it makes me so mad, because they just don't talk about it. They're just out, and they don't discuss it. Like, Mai goes and talks to Kota, and doesn't... I did watch the ToQger crossover. That was part of what I watched. Which is also confusing, because, like, does Zawame have 2 train stations? Zawame has 2 train stations, which is super weird. But okay, maybe it's just that big. Oh, see, I love ToQger. I love ToQger a lot. But I can get, like, I can see why ToQger isn't for some people. Cause it's, I can see why Sentai just isn't for some people. Sentai has a very, like, weird energy, and you have to be willing to just, like, absolutely let go and roll with it. And especially with ToQger, because the entire point of ToQger was that, like, 8-year-olds were making it up as they go. Because that was the plot of the show. Is they were a bunch of 8-year-olds. No, they didn't die. Cernich, I'm assuming you didn't watch all of ToQger. They are actually children that have been aged up by the train. No, they didn't die. They just lost their memories. But they are actually children. They are not adults. They think they're adults for a little while, and then realize that they're not. I do love that they were like, Mai, get on the train. And Mai's like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with these kids on the train for a while. And then she's like, wait, they're trying to send me away on this train. and then she gets off at the next stop, which is still in Zawame, which is super weird. But no, they're actually, like, somewhere between 6 and 8. I'm not great at judging the ages of children. But they are actual children, and once they figure out that they're children, it kind of settles itself a little better, because we've solved that mystery. But even different Sentai have different energy, and I can understand why some people aren't into ToQger. Like, honestly, I'm not that into Kyoryuger. I didn't watch Ninja, but that wasn't Ninja's fault. I don't blame Ninja for what happened there. That was more of a problem with people and magazine leaks and certain fans saying dumb shit. And it frustrated me to the point of, when the 6th was introduced, I just had to stop watching because I was so fed up with the way people talked about him that I just didn't want to watch him exist. So, Ninja's another one of those ones where one day I'm gonna go back. Ooh, I wrote a lot of ToQger fanfiction before the reveal of them being children, and after, but after it was kind of this weird thing where I was able to play with the idea of, like, how kids have crushes. But I had written a lot before that, because I was very into Tokari and Akira, and had to reevaluate a lot of shit after that reveal. After that reveal, the tones of my fanfics, me and someone else, because we were writing them, like, back and forth every day, me and someone else on Twitter. We were fucking writing Tokachi Akira fanfiction back and forth to each other every day. And all of it that I wrote, I think all of it that they wrote is still on AO3. But, like, you can tell when it was written by, like, the fact that all of the stuff pre-reveal, like, they'll kiss. And then after that, I'm just like, no. I have lines that I will not cross. But now I'm in my Kyuranger fanfiction hole, and it's where I'm going to die. I'm going to die here in my little Kyuranger hole, writing friggin' Echidna fanfiction for the rest of my life. I'm still really mad that someone reached the fucking galaxy brain epiphany of Echidna Scorpio before I did. Like, how friggin' genius is that? Jesus Christ. How did I not? Because I think by that point I had just, like, forgotten about Scorpio. But it's a really good fanfiction. It's a really good fic. There are 2 Scorpio Echidna fics by the same person, and one of them is, like, in between scenes that in the main fanfiction. And it's a good fic, but it feels kind of out of character. It feels more like a domestic AU than like an actual post-series, this is what everyone does for a couple of years. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell myself this is just domestic AU fic and enjoy it as that, because that's what it feels like. Also, I'm not into look, there is nothing wrong with the domestic AU. It's just, if it's that, it's fine. But as something that is meant to be these characters post-series, everyone is, like, really out of character. I'm also just not into Stinger and Naga as a ship. Nothing against it. It's fine. I just, both of them have much more interesting bonds with other people. Um, but I'm now, I was already writing this Echidna fic, um, that was going to have a sequel, that was going to be a thing about who I originally shipped Echidna with, which I've now just discarded. I mean, I still have it, and I'm probably going to like pull some lines from it for the now Echidna Scorpio sequel. But I wrote like an entire page and a half that are now not going to see the light of day. And I still have to figure out what exactly is going to happen in the third chapter of the one that I'm writing. Because everything that I wanted to, like, explore in this fanfiction, I did in chapter 2. So now I don't really, I have the events that will start and happen. I have the event that will be chapter 3, and I have a joke. And beyond that, I do not know what's gonna happen in chapter 3. And that's like where I'm stuck with it. Where did my cursor go? There it is. Yeah. Why won't it move? Why won't it move? Come on. There it goes. Sorry, I just almost started singing Round Zero because that's what I'm listening to. I'm glad that the fandom has finally collectively reached the point where everyone agrees that Round Zero is better than Elements. Because, like, Elements is a really good, like, visual opening. Like, the visuals for Elements are really good. Round Zero is a better song. Round Zero is a better song than Elements, and I'm glad we all can finally agree on that. Because for, like, years, everyone was like, Round Zero sucks, and Elements is the good opening. And I'm like, you're wrong. Elements sounds like a knockoff 2Mix song. Which isn't a problem. Like, it's a fine song. But it's not better than Round Zero. Round Zero's great. Circles are a pain in the butt. But yeah, I actually already have started writing the Scorpio Echidna fanfiction. I have, like, a scene from the middle of it figured out. Because I thought it would be cute. But, I have to finish the first story first, and then figure out how to get the second one going. Which is, not my strong suit. Not really. And then I have, like, all this original stuff that I want to be writing. Like, actual, like, important original projects that I want to do. That I just haven't been working on. Though I do need to get back to the GB Studio game I was working on. Because now, from the itch.io bundle, I have a billion assets. So I've got, like, no excuse. I've got no excuse to not make this game. I am using a tablet. I'm using a Wacom Bamboo Pen and Touch. Which I don't think they sell anymore. It's old. CTH670 is the model number. But it's served me... I would definitely, if you can get a cheap one, XP Pen is... I have a spare tablet because I thought this one was dying for a while. XP Pen tablets are fairly cheap. They're not that expensive, and I used it for a little bit, and I liked it. So I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for a cheap one to practice with. I wish I could draw with my mind. This would be so much easier. But those are my tablet recommendations. Especially since I love the CTH 670, which is what I think this is. Yeah, CTH 670. I love this tablet. It is impossible to get. Like, when I thought this one was dying, I went to look for a replacement, and it is impossible. You cannot get these anymore, which is so frustrating because I love the size. Oh, yeah, this is, the person who commissioned me to do their Exalted party, which is all of, there's so many of them. So it's a tabletop party, which, like, I was really excited to do. Usually the only person who commissions me for tabletop are my two DMs. So when someone actually was like, hey, can you do my entire tabletop party, I was really excited. I had to drink some water there. And then originally it was supposed to be like 5 characters, and then when they got back to me about it, they're like, hey, some other people joined the game and we want to include them. Or I think there were people who had left and then were now coming back, and they wanted to include them, and I'm like, that's fine, more money for me, not thinking about, like, how much of a pain it is to put 7 people in a commission. And I've set this up in such a way that they're also going to get individual portraits. So, like, you can see the stuff that's, like, behind this lady for him is there. Like, that's kind of, because they didn't have other visual references, except for this guy, who is basically a knockoff of a character from a really obscure, I think, Korean comic that seems kind of Fist of the North Star-ish, but where was I going with this? So I thought that it would be cool that since these are kind of the first visual images everyone's getting, that they can also be used as solo character portraits. Well, I already got the bread. They paid me all of the money up front, which I ask people don't do. Specifically because I have very bad anxiety, and paying for the whole thing up front makes me feel like I should have it done then. Like, it should be done already. You've paid for the whole thing, and I feel guilty about making them wait for it. So my payment structure is specifically, I will do the sketch, and I will send the draft sketch, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That was fun to do. But I ask for half of the payment when I send the rough draft, and then when the draft is approved, I do the rest, and then I ask for the other half of payment upon completion. And then when they send me the second half of the payment, that I will send them, then I will send them the high-res art. And that's my structure for a reason, and so few people who commission me follow it. Yeah, no, this is not really the year for summertime fun artwork, but I do want to finish those for you one day, Gata. I may just, like, do it. I may just do it one day, because I really liked how those came out. So I want to finish them. I want to, like, color them. one day. I'll do it, and then you can just pay me whenever you want. I don't care. I did art for Hoopla. If y'all who follow my shitposting Twitter know Hoopla, who's in one of my D&D groups. He made an account for an he made a Twitter account for an NPC that is in our campaign. This Fae NPC, and Hoopla's great. You should follow Hoopla. But he made this kind of joke D&D account for when we're playing, of this Fae NPC that kind of like not torments because she's on our side, but she likes to torment our wizard, and she helps us out with stuff. And she's this kind of like omnipotent, omnipresent Fae, and he made a Twitter account for her, and the art that we have of her was very titties out, because she's a Fae, and they don't like necessarily wear clothes. And he was like, hey, I'll pay you to do a Twitter icon where it's not like so titties out. So I did one quick, and he threw way too much money at me for it. I'm just like, send me however much you want, I don't really care. I'm just kind of doing this for laughs. And because I had a sketch of a girl on a cell phone already, so I just took that sketch and I made it the Morrigan. And he sent me way too much money for it. So I will just, like, ink and color those sketches for fun, and you can just pay me, like, whenever you want, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We'll allow titties today. I mean, she's still, do I have... Let me see if I can just open it. Oh, I don't know if I'll get in, like, Twitch trouble. But it's nothing, like... It's not explicit. Automod finally gotcha. Let me see if I can find her Twitter account. There we go. I'm just gonna put her Twitter account and you can see the icon there. Yeah, my Automod is such, like, a pearl-clutching little bitch. But you can see the icon I did there. I think it's really cute. And that was the first time I ever drew the Morrigan. And I love her. She's great. The Morrigan is so much fun. Now I'm listening to Climax Jump and I'm having some feels. She's cute and also, like, a pain in the butt. But also great. She's so good. But, my monk argues with her on the regs because my monk doesn't really care that she's, like, this omnipotent, omnipresent Fae. And instead is just like, I don't know, if that dryad didn't want me messing with her tree shouldn't have been so suspicious. Maybe you should have put a sign in front of it being like, a lady lives in this tree, don't mess with it. And that's really been Wild's thing lately. Also, Wild has a tag. She has a medallion that she's been wearing around her neck that reads Druid. And everyone just kind of accepts that she does these things now. Like, everyone we meet just kind of accepts her weirdness because she's got this medallion that says Druid. Because I guess just Druids are weird. Hold on. When I wrote her, I came up with I decided on race and class first. And then I wrote her, and I'm like, wow, this sounds like a druid. This sounds like a druid. I should have made her a druid. But too late now, I'm deeply invested in playing a monk. So she has not officially taken any druid levels, but she is now technically multi-classed into druid. Because we don't really care about how the multi-classing rules work, because it's more of a story thing than an actual, like, combat mechanics thing. The druid is more, the druid stuff for her is more narrative flavor and character building. So she just knows a couple of druid spells. She knows Goodberry and Tree Stride. And I don't really care about her actually taking druid levels because all of her monk stuff is way better for the way she fights. Gotta complain to me about tabletop stuff. Complain to me about the tabletop bullshit, gotta. This time I have to respond to you because now we're on my stream. I can't just sit and quietly listen. Man, Denliner form climax jump is so good. Why are you mad at D&D? I would believe if you told me that they did something this week, because they do something every week. They've been super dumb lately. I'm not sure how much stuff is, like, them directly being dumb, or just, like, the inherent problems. Tell her I said hi! There's the problems inherent in D&D, and I'm not sure how much of it, the stuff recently is wizards specifically saying dumb bullshit, and how much is just, like, tabletop that guys saying stupid shit. Because I have not followed it very closely. I have not followed the bullshit very closely, so I don't know what Wizards has actually said, if anything. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you presented me with Wizards putting their foot in their mouth, because they would. They absolutely would. But, a lot of what I saw was just, like, that guy-isms. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about just today, just in general. Like, all of the recent stuff, how much of it is stuff that Wizards said directly? Like, how much of it was actually, like, Wizards saying something? Because I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I would not be surprised if among the recent BS, Wizards put their foot in their mouth. But I have not followed anything that closely because I'm conserving my energy for me and have not looked into what Wizards has or hasn't said. Oh, I did see that. I did see your tweets about that. I can understand being frustrated about that. Please spill the, like, Wizards tea for me, though. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't sure how much of it was, like, Wizards saying that, like, all of that old like, dumbass white boy stuff, or how much of it was just, like, tabletop that guys saying dumb white boy stuff. Because I have not kept track of how directly nonsense has come out of the mouths of Wizards of the Coast. Why does it feel like I was not using the right brush for a while? Oh, because I wasn't. I was using a pencil. How much of my inking has that screwed up? I feel like, honestly, for most of it, you probably can't tell the difference. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I didn't think Wizards was openly being like, well, no, this isn't actually racist and we're not gonna change it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what happened last week, though? Tell me. Tell me, Gata. Spill all of the Wizards' tea. Because, again, this is one of those things where, like, I want to know the tea because it doesn't super affect me because I do have, like, a couple of, like, Suri's game is entirely homebrewed, and while I am running, Icepire and something else, Waterdeep, my Waterdeep DM just doesn't care. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I did hear stuff going around about Oriental Adventures, what happened. Because that's... oof. That is a big oof from me, dog. Was I doing the wrong brush the whole time? I think I was. Okay, yes. Which they definitely shouldn't be doing. Or at the bare minimum should be, you know, donating that money to some rights groups. Like, stop selling it, for one thing. And then take all of the money that they've made from it in the last, like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years. I can't imagine they make that much money off of it. That calculating that out and donating it would hurt them at all. With how much money Wizards makes. Off the book, they decided to do what Warner Brothers did. Okay, but that's not... Like, the thing that Warner Brothers did is a lot of those... There's a lot of, like, animation history there. And, like, stuff that affects their current work. Where with... Like, that's a one ebook that is completely irrelevant to the way D&D is now. Oh my god, they actually... Oh, they plagiarized the Looney... Oh, that's bad. That's bad, Wizards. Oh my god. They could not have done that worse. The only worse way they could have handled that is to, like, not do anything. Wow. I am floored. I am floored by that. Oh my god. So they plagiarized the Warner Brothers disclaimer, put it at the end instead of the beginning, and are still, oh my god. Oh my god, that's awful. I am floored. Oh my goodness. That's so dumb. Oh my god, Wizards. I cannot believe. Wow. Wow, Wizards of the Coast. I mean, wow. 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 That's so bad. I mean, of course they've been like this. They're a corporation and they've been around for like 1,000,000 years. Of course they're like this. Like, I'm not surprised. I just... Wow, that's so bad. They really could not have handled that worse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Like, it's a shame because I like D20 based systems. I don't know why. I'm not super into like D6 based systems. I like D20 systems. I like kind of the precision you can get in the numbers. Because I'm weird about numbers, as y'all have noticed. Yeah, click, clack, funny rock. And like, I've got all these D20s. I might as well use them. If I'm doing a system that only uses D6s, then I've got like 50,000 dice that are useless to me. So I want a system that's going to use all of my dice. And I don't know any other systems that are like D20 based other than D&D. Which is why when I was doing the Cats tabletop, it was kind of, I guess, an extension of how D&D worked, but it wasn't like the same system. Like, the system wasn't D&D. It was just... It was kind of based off of D&D because that's the system that I know best. But there, like, again, it wasn't... Because it wasn't, like, strength in Dex, Constitution, Charisma. It was more skills based, because it was, it was cats. It was not combat heavy. Okay, thank you, Sertich. Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you were able to hang out for a while. It was really cool talking about Ryder with you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really, really glad. I saw that Minty went live. I should just put Minty on in the background. I'm just gonna leave Minty's stream open. We're doing really good in Icefire. Just a lot of stuff has been going on with our Icefire group. My paladin met another bird who worships the same god. I don't know if they're a paladin. I think they might be a cleric. But they're gonna like train him now. Our cleric found his adoptive family, and we rescued them, and he's been hanging out with them. And his dad can't cook. Our wizard is in the mob. That happened. Oop, one of my headphones fell out. It's down my shirt. Our wizard is in the mob. If Dresden was in here, I'm sure he would tell you all about how Roland is in the mob. But that's something we found out this week. So that's happening. So much is going on in Icespire, and my poor paladin, he's just having a rough time because he keeps having these visions, and they keep really freaking him out. He keeps having visions that really, really freak him out, and he just wants the sun god to like notice him and be his boyfriend. And he's got to deal with like an orc pig god and a dragon. Like he's got to like fight Ganondorf. He's got to like it seems like we got to fight Ganon. He does. He wants Sunpai to notice him. I'm gonna steal Sunpai and I'm gonna say that to my D&D group. And they're all gonna hate me. They're all gonna hate me, Gata, so I hope you know what you've done. I'm gonna say it and they're all gonna get so mad at me and I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh really hard. And they're all gonna be furious. And I've gone back to using rulers. Because it's easier for weird lines like this. I'm really bugged out that I used... It does feel really noticeable to me. But there is a trick I can do. And I'm gonna see if I can do it once I finish. Once I finish doing the lines on him. Boot. Boot to the head. Oh my god, who remembers the Phoenix Wright boot to the head video? That was art. Whoever did that, I hope they, like, have a frigging career in video editing now. I hope they're, like, a blockbuster movie editor. Like, that and At Soup. That and At Soup are, like, the highest forms of visual entertainment that I've ever seen. They are the height of comedy. Nothing will ever be as funny as those two videos. At Soup and Boot to the Head are the two greatest videos ever made, and I stand by that. I love those. I want to do a video like on those videos. I don't even like... I've heard the rest of that Code Geass abridged are like really good and really funny, but I feel like nothing can live up to At Soup. Nothing can ever live up to At Soup. I have not. Oh my god. I understand that this is a Death Note thing. Though, what was the Death Note thing where it was like, Kira doesn't need legs to swim? God doesn't need legs to swim? I don't know what that was from. That was from some Death Note parody thing. And it was the funniest goddamn thing when I was in high school. That was really funny. Please send me Piss Note. I'm surprised Automod didn't get you for Piss. I guess Piss is okay. But please send it to me. DM it to me, and I will look when stream is over. I'll have to ask Suri what God doesn't need legs to swim was. I feel like it was someone just took a page of the manga and changed the dialogue. But then I kind of remember it being from the anime also. Like, I kind of remember, because I remember voice acting. I remember it being said a certain way. So I don't know. I don't remember. But it's still really funny. I wish I could remember some of the old, like, Full Metal Alchemist jokes from back in the day. Because a lot of those were really good, too. Made a mistake. Oh, no. That is a mistake. That is a horrible mistake, Gata. Your search history is tainted forever. I feel like I was not super into Death Note, but I was also like pretty into Death Note for a little bit. I think I just liked the kind of I liked the mystery of it. Oh yeah, no. But like I liked that it was like solving a mystery that you already knew the answer to, and you were just seeing like how it played out. I had a complicated relationship with Death Note, I guess. Aw, your FBI agent must be so sad. They believed in you, Gata. And now this. Now you've shown them this. Unless your FBI agent knows what Piss Note is, and are just like, I understand. You tried. You tried really hard, Gata. I'm proud of you for making the attempt. I forget what I typed into Google recently, where I'm like, I don't know why I expected this to return the thing I want and not, like, this terrible thing. Yeah, that's also when I dropped... Well, I read a little further than that, and I really didn't like Nier and Mellow. I think it was mostly Mellow, like, made me really uncomfortable. Oh, Who the Fuck is Matt was my favorite Death Note meme, though. Who the Fuck is Matt was really fun. Was a really funny song. But yeah, I really didn't like Nier and Mellow, and especially Mellow, and that's when I stopped. And I got really excited when they started doing Bakuman, and I really liked Bakuman for a while, and then it got kind of boring. Like, I was really into Bakuman for a good while. But then after a while, it got kind of boring. I liked it a lot because I definitely related to kind of the workload element of it. Like, there was a lot of stuff that was really interesting on the level of someone who was creating comics at the time that it was coming out. But then, I don't know. It just... I think it was during that point where I got really burnt out. And I had mostly been burnt out on shonen, so I had stopped reading, like, Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist, and Tsubasa. But I think that was around the same time, and I just didn't want to read anything. Because I was so frigging tired from graduating. Graduating took a lot out of me. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Oh, gotta explain Minecraft to me. Explain Minecraft to me, gotta. Because I was looking at Minecraft earlier, and I'm like, Minecraft is only $30. That's not a lot. Like, I could play Minecraft. I have to, like, do a little budgeting first. Because I had to pay for school. So I need to, like, pay some of that off. And then, but, like, I could play Minecraft. But I don't understand Minecraft. I don't get how Minecraft works. So I need you to explain Minecraft to me. Are we done with him? Yeah, we did it. Yeah, you're back. Tell me about Minecraft. Tell me how Minecraft works. Because I don't understand it. I straight up don't understand. That's fine. Like, I have never understood what is up with Minecraft. So, like, I don't really know how, I don't know how you play or what you do. I know you, like, build stuff, but how do you, like, know what to do? I don't understand. Sell me on Minecraft, gotta. Okay, let's just get in. Invert. Oh. See, but I don't know how to, like, I don't understand how you, like, build a house. I don't get it. Like, you don't really need to convince me to play. I'm already at the point where, like, I'm convinced of the idea of playing Minecraft. So you don't need to, like, convince me to play. You just need to convince me that I won't, like, hate playing it. Or at least, like, you need to convince me that I will have fun playing Minecraft. Because I'm already at the point where I'm willing to try playing Minecraft. So you just have to make me believe that I'll like it. And that, like, if I spend $30 on Minecraft, I won't regret spending $30 on Minecraft. Self-driven, playing alone. So, like, how will I don't know, how will I, like, want to build something? Okay, let's do Akane. I mean, like, I get that about it. It's, my problem is I don't know how to, like, decide on what I'd want to do, I guess. I am. I'm still here. Earlier I was telling them about how Roland is in the mob. And now we're talking about Minecraft. Because I don't understand how Minecraft works. But I'm thinking about, like, I could play Minecraft. It's not that expensive. So I'm trying to get Gata to explain Minecraft to me. That's not the right pen. Have I been using, like, the wrong pen still? Well, you know, sometimes it just be like that. You're an accountant for the mob, though. Like, you're an accountant on vacation, but you're an accountant for the mob. You go out and collect resources, and then you return to your base and figure out what to use it for. Coming up with uses, you get inspired to include this or that in the build, materials, and you go out and start the loop all over again. Okay, I'm not sure what I could get out of this that I'm not already getting from Animal Crossing, I guess. Survival. Redstone, gold machines if they were blocks. Okay, I mean, I don't know. This is, like, it's interesting. And Minecraft is good content, I guess, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I mean, I guess what I would get out of it is I could do Animal Crossing, but, like, not over the course of 4 months. Because I'm still building my Animal Crossing. I don't know what Subnautica is. I don't know what that is either. I'm dumb and bad at video games. Underwater survival game. Ooh, a mom. I do like moms. I mean, honestly, I can do both. It's not like I'm only allowed to play one video game forever. Minecraft user-based politics and the modding scene. See, the modding scene is kind of what interests me. But also, like, I don't know. I get spooked so easily by things. And I want to play Final Fantasy XIV again. I really want to get back into 14. I feel like something big is going on with 14 right now, and I don't know what it is. I just really like 14, and I want to play it. But also, like, I just can't afford to be playing it. And then no one I know is on the server that my main is on. I did see all of that, but, the problem is I already own the game, and that only counts for new players. Like, if you've already purchased and registered the game, you don't get that free stuff. 'Cause I played it free for a while. I'm actually not past the point of free stuff, which is the frustrating part. But I started playing, and I was playing the free stuff, and then it was on sale. It was the first, like, 3 expansions. It was the base game and all of the expansions up to before Shadowbringers, because Shadowbringers wasn't out yet. And I bought it because it was only like $25 for the whole thing. And then I couldn't, like, I didn't want to just leave the code sitting around because I didn't know how long that would be okay for. And then I didn't get to play for free anymore after I registered my game, which was super frustrating. And then, like, no one I know is on my server. Because my one friend told me what server to pick because it was the server that he was on. And then he stopped playing. Like, he wasn't playing when I was playing. And no one else I know who plays is on that server. So, like, I can't hang out with anybody. It bums me out. And, like, I bought it again for PC because I had bought it for Mac, which you can't run it on. The Mac client is totally busted. So that was also fun. So I bought it again this Christmas. I bought the whole complete edition. Base game all the way up through Shadowbringers. And I bought it for me, and I bought it for Suri. And neither of us have played. I think I played for like 2 weeks when I built this computer at first, and then I have not played since. And I really want to get back to it because I really had fun playing 14. I really liked Final Fantasy 14. And I really want to play it. And I just can't afford it. And even then, like, if I could afford it, I'd have to, like, do a whole new character on another server to play with anyone I know. And I don't even know what servers, like, everyone I know is on. Or if they're even on the same servers. So, it's just a thing where, like, it's just not a good time to go back to it, I guess. But I did back a visual novel on Kickstarter today, so we'll definitely play that when it comes out. And there is a demo on the Kickstarter, so we might play that soon, actually. Not today, obviously, but soon. Soonish. I probably didn't need a ruler for that, but I'm gonna use one anyway. It's just a lot of... This character especially is a lot of, like, really long, swooping lines. So I need rulers a lot for her. Shooting wolf key that can't be ripped open and actually sticker the wolf inside. Wow. I just... 01 is so good. 01 is so good. And I love it. I'm so happy with 01. How long have I been up for? Almost 2 hours? Oh, right, because I started at 7 instead of 6. Okay, I do want to get her done, though. Oof, 600 is too much. Hi Kai, I'm glad you could come tonight. Thank you so much. I had so much fun talking with you. Yeah, what am I doing? It's almost 9. I definitely want to do more than 2 hours though. Sorry, I'm getting tired. This is the point of the night where I start getting kind of tired. Which is why I usually start at 6. That way I'll have done at least 3 hours. I don't know, maybe if I start sleeping later, I can stay up later. But I hate getting out of bed at like 10 o'clock. I hate it. I want to get up at 8. That's the time that I want to be getting out of bed. Having a 9 to 5, like, killed me. I used to be able to stay up until like 4 in the morning. Now I can't stay up past like 11. But lately I've been having a hard time sleeping and I've been up till like 1. I don't know what's up with that though. Because I'm not like. Because I'm tired, but I just can't sleep. But I've always kind of had a little bit of insomnia, so it's probably related to the ADD and depression. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't work outside of my house. So I can kind of get up whenever I want, but I don't like staying in bed that late. I just don't like it. Um, um, yeah, I screwed up. I'm sorry, I just kind of lost my train of thought a little, or a lot. I'm trying to think of a conversation topic. But I'm kind of struggling. Hi! Hi, welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks so much for coming and chatting. I know. I'm working on a commission. I'm not gonna be chanting 02. That's a stupid name. It's 01 is in my heart forever. I'm doing good. I had a really slow start today. I was not okay this morning. This morning I was pretty not okay, but I took a walk and I sweated it out and I washed my face and I got to work and now I'm feeling pretty good actually. How are you? I hope you're doing really well. Why does my phone keep doing things? What? Oh, sorry, I just noticed some messages that I got. But so let's see. Where was I going? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I grilled earlier. I did some grilling. I did a little bit of grilling, which is fun. I always love going out and using the grill. I've never played Shovel Knight, but I know Shovel Knight is like, I know people really like Shovel Knight. And I, like, Shovel Knight is really cute. I really like the designs in it. I am, it's that point of the night where, like, my brain stops responding. I'm very bad at platformers. I'm actually going to be playing a platformer with Minty on her stream in like a week and a half, and I need to practice it because I don't want to humiliate myself. I don't want to humiliate myself on Minty's stream. Oof, yeah. Good night, Gata. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I'm really glad that you could make it and hang out for a while and learn me some things about Minecraft. We're gonna talk about Minecraft, Gata. We're gonna have some Minecraft conversations. Don't think I didn't see what messages you sent me. I love 01 though. 01 is so good. I don't know. All I'm thinking about is 01 and Naki. My whole beautiful heart. My beautiful, perfect child. can't wait for them to, like, rip my heart out. Oof. That is rough. I generally play high constitution characters because if my hit points get too low, I panic. And I become useless. So I play monks and paladins. And then I feel like my cleric has decent hit points, though. Well, my cleric has heavy armor. My cleric has significant armor to keep her safe. Because she knows... my headphones are dying. Okay. Oro is a heal tank. Oof. Okay. I need to switch. Where is my watch band? Put my headphones away. There it is. Oro is a heal tank. I'm proud of her. Why will it not? There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to my big headphones, which I didn't want to do because I had a headache, but I'm feeling better now, so it's fine. I just have to adjust my speakers. Audio out. Ooh, neat. That's good to have. That sounds useful as heck. So let's... notifications. Heck yeah. Deal with that later. But now I'm excited. But I'm gonna just put my music back on these headphones, but I think I'm gonna stop listening to allow. Sorry, my auto mod is kind of a bitch. Tainted boss area attacks. Nice. I don't know. My auto mod is a bitch. That's the reason, and sometimes it chooses to block things for weird reasons, but I permitted it. It didn't like the word negative, I guess. That seems to be what it added to permitted terms. I don't know. My automod is weird. I apologize. Automod has been blocking everyone weirdly all night. It did it to Gata and Kai, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. What can I put on? I'm just gonna go into my big pile of music. There we go. I really want to get her done tonight, because I really want to, like, have finished 2 more of them. but I'm very tired. Oof, constant half HP. That's rough. I feel like, well, Tori used to have that problem. Tori used to be, Tori like almost died the first couple fights we were in. Like she had to make saving throws. I think the first like 2 or 3 fights in Waterdeep. Um, we don't do a lot of hitting on NPCs in my games. Surprisingly, like, our weird book nerdy dragonborn wizard does the most flirting in all of my games. But Chris Fox, so it's just like that. Sometimes it just be like that on this bitch of an earth. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm really excited because this is going to be my last stream before I become an affiliate. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about making affiliate. I may do, Drez, I may do a short stream on Saturdays, so, like, you can be my first sub if you want. Thank you. I really didn't think that I would make affiliate this soon. I mean, I've streamed on and off for a long time, but I've only, been streaming as a VTuber for, like, a week and a half. I really didn't think that I would make it this far that quickly. I'm really excited that I was able to do this. I'm really having so much fun streaming like this. It's really wonderful. This community is so fun and so kind. It's so wonderful. I'm really excited for some collaborations I have coming up. I want to plan more of them. You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight Dresden for it. But I don't think I have. I don't think I can do that right now. I think it would be my next stream. Uh, where I can start getting subs. And then I get to come up with a Twitch Prime speech. I have to add Twitch Prime to like a Twitch Prime thing to Nightbot. I'm definitely going to be streaming on Sunday. I might stream on Saturday, but it's kind of unlikely. I can't decide if I want to. Just because I do my podcast on Saturdays and it's a lot doing both. Because like all day Saturday is generally taken up by me doing pre-production and production, and I've got 2 shows that need to be edited that I was gonna edit like yesterday and Monday, and today's Wednesday, so yesterday and Monday. And I started, but I didn't finish any of them. So, and then I'm editing a video for a friend, and I've got a lot to do right now. I've got so much work on my plate, which is good. It's good. I like having work. I like having work to do. But it's just a matter of scheduling my time so that I can do all of it. Which is why I do art streams on Wednesdays so I can work on commissions. Because I really need to work on my commissions. And this makes me work for several hours. Retail sucks, which is why I don't do it. I did customer service for 4 or 5 years. And that sucked. That was bad enough. I don't think I could do retail. Customer service on its own was hot garbage. And, like, it wasn't even that bad. I actually really liked my customer service job. It was just sometimes people are really stupid. Okay, Drez, your job right now is friggin' ridiculous. You're like doing the friggin' Lord's work. And by Lord, I mean, Dan Carotto. But yeah, no, I liked my customer service job. The bigger problem I had was my coworkers more than anyone that I was actually helping. Oof. My favorite customer service story is the dude who was adamant that I give him the address for the highway that I worked for. And he didn't want the address of, like, an administration building or motor pool or a specific toll booth. He wanted the address of the entire highway, which runs the entire length of my state. It is 2 highways that run the entire length of the state, and he wanted an address. a physical address for the whole roadway. And was adamant. I was on the phone with this guy for an hour and a half trying to understand what he wanted. And I think at one point I just ended up giving him directions. I think he wanted directions. But he was asking me for addresses to put into his GPS. And it was baffling. It was absolutely baffling. Yeah, no, that was the thing. Most people were really wonderful because most people, what 99% of the people who called me wanted was they went through a toll booth. They went through the Easy Pass. I don't know what it's called in other states, but in like the northeast corridor, it is Easy Pass. It's a thing that you put in your car, and when you go through a toll, it'll like register to the tag, and the tag is linked to an account that you put money in, and it charges the toll. So you don't have to like stop at a toll booth. You just go through. And people would either go through that by accident and get a violation, which is the toll plus $50, or they would have an Easy Pass, but it didn't register, and the license plate of the car they were in wasn't on their account, so that it would get a violation. And they would just call and they'd explain to me what happened, and we would dismiss most violations because we hate processing them. It's just time we don't want to spend. And if they would agree to pay just the toll that they missed, which is like $1.50, we would dismiss the violation. They could give me a credit card, we would charge them $1.50, they wouldn't have to pay the $50. And it was just so much easier doing that. So like 99% of people who called, as long as they weren't constantly running up violations, we would just dismiss the violations. And that was most of the calls I took. There were some where there are people who ran scams where they would like fudge their license plates. They would like try and make their license plate read as something it wasn't. And so they would go through Easy Pass without an Easy Pass, and then it would register the wrong license plate number, and someone unrelated would get a violation. And I would help them too, and we would kind of put that license plate into a system so it just wasn't able to get violations. But that system was a little glitchy, and sometimes they would get sent violations anyway, and we would just go in and dismiss them, and they wouldn't have to pay anything. But I helped a lot of people with that, and a lot of people were like really grateful for me. Like, I would get thank you cards at Christmas. Like, I would get Christmas cards from customers. It was really sweet. I liked that job a lot, but I couldn't stay there. I was there for 5 years, and then I had to leave because I couldn't deal with my coworkers. One in particular. But I just couldn't stay there. Which again is a shame because I liked that job. It was a good, stable job. And it was easy, and my boss, like, I would get through my work very quickly, and she didn't care what I did with the rest of my time. So, like, I sat and I watched Tokusatsu for, like, 6 hours a day, and I technically got paid for it. Because I had no other work, and my boss didn't care what I did with my with my downtime. Because there was nothing for me to do. It's not like she could give me other work. There was no other work for me to do. So it was a good job while I had it, but it wasn't a thing that I could do forever. I have never been in a situation where I've tried to actively sabotage anything. I'm petty, but I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not that kind of petty, I guess. I can be a petty bitch though. I'm more petty like on an individual level. Like I'll go. I remember there was someone in an online community that I just didn't like. I didn't get along with them. And then I saw like a picture of them at one point, and I was just like, I was so petty. It was great because I was like, wow, I'm so much cuter than she is. I am so much cuter than this girl, and that's all I need to know for me to be happy. It was a simpler time. I'm not though. Like, God, girls are so cute though. There are so many cute girls. And but I was cuter than that girl, and that was all I needed in order to like live. That was I got by on that for like a year after I found that out, cuz I was in that community for like a year after that, and I got by on that. She was a bitch. So where are we? Okay, so we're almost done with the top half. See, my boss was actually like really great as far as bosses go. She did not let people mess with me. She didn't let customers mess with me. She did kind of let what's his face mess with me, but she also didn't like him, so she like sort of took my side, but it was a complicated situation. It was a complicated situation, and it doesn't matter anymore because I no longer work there. I work here now. I work in my little office, in my house, making content of various kinds. Various kinds of content. Art and streams, and I edit videos, but not of my content because I haven't started doing that yet. Um, Cooler. I'm kind of like my mom, where when I get mean, it's really scary. Um, it's I don't know. I just try and be positive. I try and maintain as much good energy as I can these days. lately I'm all about the good energy. And salads. I like salads lately. Lately I'm really into salads. Like I'm super into vinaigrettes. I made a really good vinaigrette and I am living off of it. And I'm putting like strawberries in my salads. So that's like super tasty. Though I wasn't able to get spring mix, and I got this arugula blend this week, and I don't really like it. It's the arugula is too strong for me. That's a hard word. It just I'm not super into the taste of it, but you know, it's only like 3 or 4 salads worth, so I can live with it. It's not bad. It's not bad or anything. It's just I like normal spring mix lettuce better. But I'm putting strawberries and cucumbers and carrots, and I've got this like honey Dijon vinaigrette that I've made, and it's so good. It's like, it's so good. I need to make bread this week. I need to make bread. I want a square bread pan so badly. I want it. I want one so bad. I want to make the square bread. I want the square bread so badly. There we go. That gives me enough space. No, I have money. I can afford it. I'm just lazy. I'm just too lazy to order it. It's only like $20. It's not expensive. Like a square bread pan is not expensive. I just am lazy. And I don't want to give Jeff Bezos more money, but I don't know where else to get one. Once I'm stealing money from Jeff Bezos. Anyone with Amazon Prime, use your Twitch Prime. You get, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub. You have free subscription on Twitch every month. Use it on someone. Steal $5 from Jeff Bezos. Sorry, since when are you here? How long have you been here? There's a 4-inch one that I have on my wish list. Which is probably the right size. I feel like I want like a slightly bigger one, but I also don't have a great sense of what 4 inches is. Like, I have my tape. Yeah, like I don't know, 4 inches, is 4 inches like the size of bread? Is that what size bread is? Like, I can look at 4 inches, and that seems too small to be a slice of bread. Why have I stopped moving again? Why have I stopped moving again? Come on. Come on, face rig. Yeah, this is a problem. It's probably too dark in here, is the problem. Yeah, see, that's the thing, like, I have a problem where I don't have a great sense of space. I can't tell distances. I can't tell lengths. So, like, I'm looking, at a ruler and I'm looking at 4 inches. And, like, is that how big bread is? Is bread like 4 inches? I don't know. I don't know how big bread is. How big is bread? Is it... Because I'm looking at 4 inches, and the pan that I have on my wish list is a 4-inch square pan. But 4 inches seems too small. But so I feel like 5 inches? I feel like 5 inches is what bread is. Yeah. Tony! Tony's here too! Wow! Okay, so yeah, 4 inches is small. So I want like a 5-inch. I want like a 5-inch square bread pan, is what I want. Hi, Tony! Thank you for coming! I'm really happy. I'm really happy you came. We're talking about bread. We're talking about me making square bread. We're talking about me making a square bread and how the pan... Tell Ark I said hi! I know Ark was talking about maybe coming tonight. We're talking about me making square bread and how the pan that I found is 4 inches. The pan that I want is 4 inches, but that seems too small. And I know that I'm not great at, like, inches and understanding inches. But I feel like 4 inches is too small. I feel like that is too small for a bread. And now my cursor is not moving again. So, like, I don't know. I feel like 5 inches, like a 5-inch square pan, that seems like a proper bread. I put a lot of thought into bread. I am a hobby bread baker. So I put a lot of thought into bread. And I really want a square lidded bread pan so I can make a bread cube. By the way, Drez, I figured out how they made the bread cubes in Zyuohger. And now I want to make the bread cubes. But 4 inches seems way too small. So I kind of want... There we go. Oh, where'd it go? Why is it doing this? Why is it like this? Oh, okay. So I guess I just had to press down. So I want to make cube bread. I want to make cube bread because I'm obsessed with bread. I'm obsessed with bread and I want to make the cube bread. It's important, and I need to find a pan. Like, I want the 4-inch one, but I also want like a 5-inch one for like normal sized bread. Where, like, cube bread, I can do that weird thing where they, like, made a dessert bread bowl. Because that was cool. And I feel like for that, you want, like, a 4-inch bread, because you want it to be kind of smaller. Like, for the... Because you, like, you're putting, like, ice cream and shit, and, like, fruit and Pocky into the bread. So I feel like for that you need like a 4-inch pan. But I want like a 5-inch pan to also make like sandwich bread. Sent in Discord. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Cause Wish is generally pretty fucking cheap. Like, how much is it? Cause I know on Wish stuff is either like... Stuff is like no money on Wish. But like 4.7, I don't know, that seems acceptable. Like, I don't know. I probably should be eating small bread anyway. Jesus. That's still cheaper than the ones on Amazon, though. The ones on Amazon are like $25. But, like, I don't know. I just really want to make the cube bread. I really want to make the cube bread, is what I'm saying. I don't know. That has become vital for me, is making this bread. But I don't know. It's not like I'm not going to make it. I'm going to. It just, I have to buy the pan. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's as long as it's a square, because there are a lot of rectangular ones, but I don't want rectangular ones because that's more bread than I can eat in a week. So, like, some of it will go to waste, and I don't want to waste any. Because that's, like, my problem right now, is I have, like, a 6x8, I think, bread pan. And it's, like, a little bit of it always goes to waste. Like, the last slice or two always goes to waste because it's just more than I can eat in a week. Because I really only have sandwiches for lunch. Oh yeah, like, I mean, that's fine because most bread pans are straight sided, but I just liked the corrugated ones. Like, I just thought that was cool. But it really, it's not like it makes any difference. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll see. I'll look at them and see. Right now, what I'm gonna make this week is I'm gonna make milk bread, because I haven't made milk bread in a while, but it's so good. Like, it's just so friggin' good. And I need to look up tapioca starch. I want to make boba. I don't know if I should just buy ready-made boba or if I should try and make boba. I'm not sure, like, what the risk reward. Milk bread is so good. It's, I don't really understand it, but you have to make like a milk roux that you put in the dough. I really don't understand like how it makes the bread so good. I just know that it is so incredibly good. I love milk bread. But I haven't made it in a while because it's a little harder to make than normal bread. And I don't make a lot. Sometimes I'll make like cinnamon chocolate chip bread. I'll make a chocolate chip cinnamon swirl loaf. Because mostly what I eat bread with is peanut butter. But I generally don't make a lot of flavored breads because they're less versatile. Like, you can't like make a ham and cheese sandwich with a chocolate chip cinnamon swirl bread. I mean, you probably can, but I'm a coward. And you can't like a garlic bread, you can't really make like a peanut butter sandwich on. And again, like, you could, but I'm a coward. So usually what I'll do is I'll just make a standard plain sandwich bread, so that I can kind of do whatever I want with it. But, sometimes I'll make a nice roasted garlic bread or a chocolate chip cinnamon swirl bread. Because they're really good and sometimes I just want them. But normally, actually, and then sometimes I'll just make bagels, because bagels are really friggin' good. And that's like my one really notable skill is being able to make bagels. That's the one advantage I've got over everybody else, is I can make a damn good bagel. I can also make really good orange scones and matcha chocolate chip cookies. And these are all recipes that I want to make videos about. I want to make a couple baking videos about some of my favorite recipes, to share them with everybody. Because I feel like that is a niche that needs to be filled, and I am prepared to fill it. My one big problem is that my kitchen is not great for filming. I'm not really sure how to film in my kitchen. So I have to work out the logistics for that, and then the logistics for making doing the commentary over it, with my having me like this doing commentary. So it's I've got some stuff to figure out, but I really the matcha cookie recipe is going to be the first baking video I do, because it's easy. It's not hard at all, so it's a good thing to gauge my ability to do this. And that is going to be a 100 follower goal. That's our current goal of 100 followers that you see down here ish. When we hit 100 followers, I will make that video. I may start filming it beforehand for the sake of having it started, but it definitely will not come out before that, because I've got a lot of other things to do. I had thought about making it my like 50 follower thing, but that happened too quickly. That happened way too quickly, and like my plan for my affiliate stream was to do my first randomizer, but we're not even done with Link's Awakening yet. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for Sunday for my affiliate celebration. I've got a lot of plans to make. I really don't know what I want to do. Yeah, we've been playing Link's Awakening on Sundays, because I've never beaten it. I played it a lot as a kid, but I never beat it. And I want to beat it and then do Link's Awakening Randomizer, because I think randomizers are super cool, and I want to do one really badly. And Link's Awakening is a game that's not long or confusing, even though I'm getting very confused in it. We're currently at Catfish Moss, so we're in the 5th dungeon, I think. I think we're in the 5th dungeon. So I had thought, I didn't think I would get to affiliate this quick. I didn't think I would get to 50 followers this quick. The VTuber community has really stepped up support, and really come out, and they're wonderful. I love them. I love them all so much. But I don't know what I'm going to do now. I do not know what my affiliate stream is going to be. My plans, I mean, I guess we could just start a randomizer anyway, but I don't want to do that. I want to finish the game first, because I want to see everything, Because it's been so long since I've played. So I have to come up with something. I'm really not sure what, though. It was 6 out of 7 days. This is my 7th day. I've hit it. I've hit affiliate today. Oh, shoot. You have to stream for 7 days within 30 days, and this is my 7th day. So I have hit, by this stream, I've hit all of the affiliate requirements. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sunday is gonna be my big affiliate stream, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for it. Thank you. I stream Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, usually until about 10. I do about 4 hours. Today I wanted to do 4 hours, but I started a little late because I didn't manage my time well, and I didn't want to, like, inhale my dinner. I wanted to eat like a normal person. So I didn't, I chose to start my stream an hour late tonight. So we'll go a little later. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go until I finish this lady. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sunday. I have to figure it out. I'm really nervous. So I want to do something cool, but I have no plans. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired. Man, Cats sure was a movie that happened. That sure was a movie that happened. Oof. Sorry, I'm listening to the original song from the movie, and because I like that song, I'm also like enraged by that song. It's so infuriating the way that it's used as dialogue with Memory. Because you know, Memory is Grisabella pouring her heart out, and they added beautiful ghosts in dialogue with it, and it's just like, yeah, well, my problems are worse. Aw, I want more Medusa stuff. I always want more Medusa stuff. She's beautiful. I want some Gorgon stuff, actually. I don't have any Gorgon stuff. I don't know how much Gorgon stuff is out there, though. I wish that I can't wait until Voyager drops in the US, because we're gonna do a Voyager poll stream. We're gonna do a whole. I currently have 41 summon tickets and like 250 Saint Quartz that I have been I'm just saving up. I saved up for Gorgon and I'll save up for Voyager. I love Voyager. I love him. The thing is, I have a very special relationship with The Little Prince as a book. It was my college thesis was adapting The Little Prince into a 16-page comic. So Voyager being so heavily visually inspired by The Little Prince, got me really, really excited. So I'm saving up to pull for him when he drops in the US, but that's not going to be for 2 years. It's going to be a little bit before he drops in the US, which is it's going to take a while, but we're going to do a poll. I'm really bummed that I couldn't figure out how to do a stream polling for Gorgon, because that was wild. I had 50 summon tickets to pull for Gorgon, and it took me, I think, 46 of them. I think it took me 46 tickets to pull Gorgon, and I pulled Joan on my 5th ticket, and I was like, bitch, I'm happy to see you, but this is not the fucking time. This is not the fucking time for you to be here. Go away. Give me my wife. Give me my large snake wife. I was so friggin' excited for Gorgon, and I did pull a bunch of Jaguar Warrior, who I was also really excited for. Jaguar Warrior was why I fucking started to play Fate Go, because I love Taiga. I've always loved Taiga. Way before I inexplicably fell in love with Medusa, Taiga was my favorite. But now Medusa's my wife. She's my beautiful wife. I love her. But yeah, I did 40... It was somewhere in, the 40s when I finally pulled Gorgon, and I, lost my frigging mind. I was so scared that I wasn't gonna pull her. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. The thing with me is, I really don't give a shit who I pull 99% of the time. The only time, honestly, that I've ever cared was when I was pulling for Gorgon. That was the only time I was actively trying to pull a specific servant. So anytime that I pull and I get someone good, I'm just like, oh, yay! I got a 4-star or a 5-star. Neat. I was really excited when I pulled Shootin' because I like her design a lot. Oh no, I do not have her Noble Phantasmed up. I only have her on Noble Phantasm 1. But anytime I pull a 4 or 5-star, it's just oh, this is so cool. I'm glad that I was able to pull someone. Except that time when I was pulling Gorgon. Because that's the only time I have ever been specifically trying to get a servant. Fate Go has such bad rates that I'm just really glad that I don't care. I feel like there's someone I'm trying to get in Arknights, but I don't remember who. Who am I trying to get in Arknights? Was there someone in Arknights that I wanted? That I didn't already have? I think... Oh no, it's Waifu! Waifu is who I friggin' want. That's who I'm trying to get in Arknights and can't friggin' pull. But I do have Permanix, who is my beautiful wife. Yeah, no, I haven't been able to get her, and then I haven't played in like a month. I got Silver Ash really early, and he's so busted. I love him. I have all three of the snow leopard siblings. I love them because I love snow leopards, and also Permanix is like my type. Permanix is just my type, so. But I got her really early too. I think I got her off of one of my beginner polls. But I haven't played Arknights in like a month. The problem is I hate grinding in Arknights, and I'm too bad at it to like play it normally. I'm not good at Arknights. I have not NP5'd anyone over 3 stars. I have Heroine X at like 3, I think. I think I have her at 3. And I think I have Drake at 2. But I don't have anyone good at 5. I don't have a lot of luck in Fate Go. Now, Food Fantasy. That was a game where I had really good luck. But they started running banners. They started running like 3 events and 3 banners all at the same time, and I couldn't keep up. I couldn't get everyone. And, like, it wasn't fun when I had to... Like, it was pay to play. Like, it became pay to play. Because you couldn't participate in banners. It was really infuriating. I did get Lancer Medusa, which was exciting. Because that's baby wife. So I have like every incarnation of wife. Just out there doing her best. Yeah, little bean. Little baby. Baby wife. Love her. Love her to death. She's precious baby. So I have small, medium, and extra large Medusas. Or I guess small, large, and extra large. Because there is no medium. Because I poor Medusa. I shouldn't make fun of her. Like, she doesn't like that she's tall, but I like that she's tall. I think she's beautiful. I think Medusa is beautiful. Um, sometimes you're just tall. Sometimes it just works out like that. And I know that she feels bad about it, and I shouldn't tease her. But I think she's beautiful. I love her, and Sakura loves her, and that's all that matters. Because no one cares how Shinji feels. No one cares what Shinji thinks, because he's a fucking garbage boy. I mean, all of my friends are taller than me, but that's just because I'm friggin' short as hell. I'm just tiny. And I've learned to live with that. You're way taller than me. You're like way friggin' taller than me, buddy. Good. All of the movies should be dunking on Shinji. He friggin' sucks. The whole movie should be about dunking on Shinji. Everyone should be doing it all the time. Good. He does. He deserves much worse because he's frigging awful. He's a fucking terrible human being. Everyone should dunk on him, and everyone should dunk on Amatsugai, and they are, and that's what matters. All that matters is that shitlords get dunked upon. There we go. I have no real opinions on Kirei, but I have a friend who really loves him, so I just let Kirei go. Invert. Ooh. Yeah, I have a friend who loves Kirei and Gil. I mean, I feel like they're definitely like the kind of characters that have a really specific, like they have a big following, and that following is just into certain types of characters, which is definitely the case with my friend, which is fine. I mean, I am not here to shame anyone. Obviously, I mean, look at my tastes. Will Smith hands at Echidna. My fucking beautiful wife Echidna. The absolute vision of perfection that is Echidna. I mean, like, I don't pretend Echidna did nothing wrong. She definitely did some things wrong. But it was also her job. So, you know. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Okay, so we're in a good spot with these. We're now 4 in. We're 4 in. We've got 4 to go. So we're halfway through. Okay, what am I gonna do on Sunday? I don't know. But Sunday is when I'm gonna do my affiliate stream. I'm tired now. So I think this is gonna be it for tonight. But I'm really glad that so many people came. I'm so glad. I'm so happy having all of y'all here, uh, hanging out with me for a couple hours while I work on this. I've officially reached affiliate. I don't know why FaceRig is being a butt tonight. I need to like move my lamp or something because I think it's just too dark. I think that's what the problem is. But I know. We're definitely gonna play Link's Awakening on Sunday. We're gonna play more Link's Awakening. Maybe we'll try and finish it. Maybe Link's Awakening is all that we'll do on Sunday, and we'll try and finish. Because that would be cool. That would be a fun thing to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You can follow me on Twitter. And that'll be where my schedule is, and I kind of hang out there and chat. So you can follow me there. Of course, I have a Patreon, and I post sketches there every month. At the beginning of every month, I post all of my unfinished sketches from the last month. I'm going to be posting some photos up there soon. I just have to organize them. I'm going to be posting some stock photography that patrons can use. My patrons, as long as they are subbed on the month that the stock photos are posted, they have royalty-free access to use those photos. Any stock photos or videos that I post in a month that they're subscribed, they have royalty-free access to use forever. So I just have to get that business organized, and I'm gonna start posting some packs of those every month. And all of that is just like $1. There is a $10 tier that adds some other stuff that will be kind of more relevant when my commission slots are open. But otherwise, yeah, that's really it for tonight, I guess. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for helping me reach affiliate so quickly after my debut. A week and a half is really an amazing amount of time to have the amount of growth that I've had. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to keep doing this and getting to know you all better and better and hanging out more and more and doing fun stuff. On the 31st, I'm going to be... 31st? No, not the 31st. The 30th. On the 30th, I'm going to be doing a collab with Minty on her channel, and that's Minty Plus _. So definitely follow Minty too. I don't know how to like raid or anything. How do I raid? Someone tell me how to raid so I can raid Minty. Someone tell me how to raid. Can I do that? Raid channel. Is Minty still going? Yeah, Minty's still going. I wanna raid Minty. We're gonna raid Minty. That's what we're gonna do. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have hung out with you all tonight. We're gonna raid Minty. Tell her I sent you. I don't know what... Wrecking Duty, I know who that is. That's Mewtwo. Mewtwo, thank you for following. We're gonna raid Minty. Tell Minty that I sent you and that I love her. Tell her that. We're gonna raid. Okay, bye bye.